dog, let's get to it, man. I'm gonna just get right into it, straight to the point. Late night live. Where the big dogs at? If you tune in heavy, man. First things first, man. Been saying it for the past few weeks. It's clear to see, especially watching that game versus the Cheesehead Packers, right? It was very obvious, right, that the Vikings need more physicality, man. Heavy. They got to get more damn physical, man. Bottom line. And if you don't believe so, you are delusional heavy. The Packers out physical the Vikings, man. Like I knew they would try to. I knew they were gonna test the Vikings' strength, test how physical they were. They are. The Vikings failed that test pretty badly, man. You ask me. The Vikings need to get more physical, man, more aggressive, heavy. Like, come on, man, it's playoff time. Especially in the trenches, man. Especially on the offensive O-line side of the ball in the trenches. Don't you understand that the games, especially in the playoffs that are won, the teams who win, they are physical in the trenches. We see it year after year. Yes, you can be a finesse team. We've seen some finesse teams make it all the way. But bottom line is, majority of the time, you must be physical, man. And you must be tough in the trenches, period. That's what wins games. That and defense, bottom line, man. Yes, we're in this new era of football. Oh, they drop back, throw it, offensive heavy, pass heavy. So what? The teams who win make it all the way. And if you're in the chat, like it up, much appreciated. Let's get to it. The teams that win, that make it all the way, most of the time, teams who play good defense, physical defense, because defense still wins games. You got nil news, Muhammad. Yes, big dog. Sad news and bad news for O'Neal, man. Hopefully he has a 100% recovery. Guess he partially tore his Achilles. I think that's what happened. Also something with his calf. Let me know in the chat, the exact injury. But I know it's not a good injury, man. I know he'll be out for the rest of the season, dog. Heavy. We'll get to that in a minute. Bullard is back. Is he back, Muhammad? Is that facts? Let me know. If that's facts, that's good for the Vikings. They need a guy like Bullard back to fill in, Hopefully he's healthy 100%, Injuries suck, man, but it's part of the game. How do you adapt? How do you overcome injuries? Have you built your depth chart good enough so when guys go down, you have guys who are good, who can fill in? That's a championship team. It's about, can your depth fill in for real? 18-game season, NFL, the best of the best. Guys flying around, hitting each other all game. 60 minutes heavy. Grown men flying fast. Some move as fast as cars. Injuries are going to happen. Bottom line. So you must be prepared for injuries. I heard from another Vikes YouTuber, don't call me a cheater. So yeah, that's what's up, man. Glad. Let me know if it's facts, man. Heavy. No doubt. Bottom line, we here. Big skull. I was upset the Vikings didn't invest in the O-line in the past, haunting them now. Facts, Cattleman. The O-line, man, still the weakest link. That's clear to see now, man. We definitely saw everything you needed to know about the Vikings, right? Everything we needed to know about the Vikings. All the questions people had. Were they real? Were they fake? Physical or not? Can they win in Green Bay? Beat a good team, etc.? Who is Kirk for real? Like, all the answers, man. All the questions got answered. Period. Yeah, heavy, man. Like it or not. All the questions got answered about the Vikings, man. But guess what? They're still in the dance. They can still beat any team in the league. I really believe that heavy, not just being biased because I'm a Vikings fan, no doubt. I really believe they can beat any team in the league, period. But they have things to fix, man, quickly and swiftly. We seen that on Sunday, man, period. The Vikings did not show up, man. Did not show up at all. They are not physical. They're very finesse, but even their finesse wasn't there. They scored no points. I mean, zero, no momentum. So how can you be finesse and not put points on the board? So you mean to tell me you may not be finesse, also physical? You got to bring one of them every game, big dog. Preferably physical and a little bit finesse. But the Vikings can win being physical, man, a physical team. That's why I don't understand it. They're playing off, playing scared, playing soft, man. Do you see how the Niners play? Let me know in the chat if you ever seen the Niners defense play. I saw when they played Seattle. Let me tell you this. They're fast. They hit you in the mouth, and they bring the pain, and they're all over the field. And they're good at each level. D-line, linebacker, as well as secondary. That's why they're winning all these games with a rookie quarterback, heavy, because of their defense and their physicality on both sides of the ball. O-line and D-line, elite. Physical, tough, trenches, dominant. That's where the games are won at. Period, man. Look at the Eagles, elite. But I feel like the Vikings can be just as physical, man. So what? They might not have the most talent on the O-line. They've shown they can get the job done, period. They've shown they can get the job done heavy, right? Bottom line. So you can kill that noise. Yes, other teams might have better offensive lines, D-lines, etc. But you look at the Vikings D-line, they have a lot of great players, man. Talk about Z. Smith, D. Hunt, Dalvin Tomlinson, Harrison Smith, guys who are good, man, who can play football. Patrick Jones, DJ Wano, heavy, Jonathan Bullard, James Lynch, even though he's injured right now, but come on, man. Their D-line has depth and talent, period. They're not, that physicality isn't there. That aggression is there sometimes, some games, you know, but it's not always there, man. It has to be 100% every game, especially in the playoffs. Period, man. Especially in the playoffs. You have to be dialed in 100% physical. Linebackers can't back them up, I think. Cattleman, are you talking about the Vikings linebackers? Are you talking about Jordan Hicks, EK? How they don't have a lot of speed, heavy? Oh, facts. Yeah. That's another thing certain positions the Vikings lack is speed. But they can make up for it, man. Like I said, their players have different attributes, right? Okay, he may not have the most speed, but he may be super sharp mentally. Or technique might be perfect or better, etc. Right? It's more ways than one to skin a cat heavy. But the bottom line is, it's physicality, man. I don't care what type of team you are, man. In the playoffs, if you can't line up and be physical and hit a team in the mouth and punch back and take a punch and punch back and keep punching, you can get nowhere, man, heavy. That finesse is cool, it's good. You can come back on teams. Vikings have proven that. But they need to prove they can hit a team in the mouth. For 4 quarters, man. Physicality. That's what they need to prove, man. That they can be tough. That they can be aggressive, man, for all 4 quarters. That they can fly around. Nobody looking lost, not knowing what to do, confused. That goes with communication. Heavy. So if the Vikings want to make a Super Bowl run, it's things they got to fix, period, man. And physicality is the main one. Both sides of the damn ball, heavy. If you agree, let me get skulls in the chat, man. Period, man. The Cheesehead Packers, man. You know what it is. Rivalry, don't like them. But after the game, respect, right? Got to respect how they play. Them boys play. Much as I don't like to say it, it's still skull, you know it, but them boys bring it. Their defense is physical, they're aggressive, they swagged up, they talk trash. Some people say, oh, he's talking shit. He's running his mouth. Oh, he's talking, he's not sportsmanlike. What? That's part of sports. Newsflash. Talking trash, running your mouth, being confident, that's part of sports, especially football. It's been that way forever. It wasn't until this soft league came that, oh, taunting and, in a guy's face, doing too much celebrating. Soft league. You got grown men playing football, dog. So yes, the Packers, like I said, swag, physicality, man. Offensive side, they can run the ball. Period. They can protect the quarterback. Come on, man. Just what it is. See what we got here. Vikes should now show what team they are in playoffs, starting on Bears to go deep, like real Bears. Sorry, can't think of the word. Yeah, playoffs are coming, and we'll see more. We'll see more, bottom line. Linebackers can't back them up. Yes, facts. Facts. Bullard is practicing. Nice. Shout out Jonathan Bullard, man. Heavy. But yeah, man, physicality, period, man. First of all, need everybody healthy, man. Need everybody healthy. Period, 100%, man. That's imperative. It's playoff time, man. It's crunch time. It's the real deal. You can't come in sleeping and slacking and not focus, man. Communication is another big problem. Saw that versus the Packers. Communication between the receivers and quarterback, between the receivers, between the offensive line, heavy. Even on defense, man. Clean it the hell up. Period, man. It's week 18. Clean it up, Vikes. Period, man. In the chat, like it up heavy. Much appreciated. Playoffs are a new game. 4 in a row. Skull, it's right there for them. Adrian Mullet, for real. Shout out. Facts, it's right there for them, man. The Vikings just hold themselves back. Period, man. They can beat any team in the league. Period. Bless Hamlin, Cattleman. Facts, man. Prayers up to Hamlin, to Hamlin and his family. Definitely, man. Prayers up. Prayers up for DeMar Hamlin and his family. Heavy. No doubt, man. Way bigger than football. We're talking about a human life, right? Way bigger than football, man. Like, I know we love football, playoff time, etc. But at the end of the day, yeah, man, that's a much more important matter. And Skip Bayless, you're a clown heavy. Yeah, if you said that for real, like they should have kept the game going, side note, whatever. If you really feel they should have kept playing football at that moment in time, you got a guy laid out, more than hurt. I'm not going to get into it. You don't ever keep no football game going, man. You got guys crying, emotional, sad. You talking about should have kept the game going? Kill that noise, man. I understand you got to move on and you got to, it's going to be more games, but man, show some compassion. Show some care, heavy. What's wrong with the world now, man? Heavy. Skip Bayless, the nerve of you, though. Of course, life goes on, etc. But man, in the moment, talking about keep playing the football game. How could they even begin to prepare mentally to play football again after that happened? Come on, Skip. That's how you really feel? That's corny, man. Heavy, disrespectful. Bottom line, big skull here. But yeah, man, so that's it. That's the physicality part, period. Vikings, please get more physical. I assume you saying improving, Muhammad. That's good, man. Great news. Glad to hear that. Vikings, get physical, man. Enough is enough. It's week 18. Come on, man. It's week 18, man. Week 18, man. It's playoff time, man. It's crunch time heavy. It's crunch time heavy, man. Next thing, we talked about it earlier. Brian O'Neill is out. Bad news for the Vikings, man. At this time, you want to start getting healthy, getting your guys back. Don't get me wrong, some guys are coming back on the defensive side, but a guy like Brian O'Neill, on an already short, thin O-line who's not performing greatly, been getting beat up on the interior, on some third string, backup, second strings. Garrett Bradbury out. Brian O'Neill is a big loss. That's just reality. Yeah, it might suck to hear, but that's the bottom line. Brian O'Neill is a big loss, man. Heavy. One of your best players on the O-line between him and Darisaw. So the Vikings will have to adjust, man. This is where your depth charts come in. Having the O'Neill would suck if we get Bradbury back. Yeah, man. Tough loss. They're irreplaceable. Facts. Definitely facts, man. But Brian O'Neill, man, that's a huge injury, like it or not. But this is where depth come in, man. What is your depth like? Obviously, for the Vikings, they don't have a lot of great depth. At least right now, man. We've seen Udu. Yeah, he's aggressive, but he's sloppy. He has a lot of penalties. Technique is horrible. Footwork, horrible. Can they improve him, man? I don't know, man. We will see. He has the aggressiveness. He has the aggressiveness, right? But he lacks everything else. Aggressive, very aggressive, but lacks everything else. Heavy, man. So Udo, I'm not happy about him filling in for Brian O'Neill. Injuries give Vikes time around the season, man. Injuries suck, man. So I'm not happy that he's filling in for Brian O'Neill. Period, man. But once again, what can you do? The Vikings must adjust. They must coach the personnel they have. They must coach them up. Try to improve them somehow in little time. Come up with good schemes to fit them, good packages, man. Everyone's going to have to come together, collaborate, like they love to say. Collaborate heavy. Figure out a plan, a team plan, a game plan, man. That matches your strengths, heavy. Period. So they're talking about collaboration and working together as a team since day one, right? All right, now is the time. The time is now. So we are going to really see what's all that collaboration talk was about. That working as a team, talking to each other. We're going to see how true it is. Do they really stand on that? Do they really believe that and move like that as an organization? Right? Do they really talk? Work as a team, work together, work with the players to address the problems and fix it. We will see. We will see, man, heavy. So the biggest role is going to be with the coaches. Will they have their personnel they have? Will they have them ready? Battery getting low. But the personnel they have, will they have them ready for playoffs? To perform at a high level? That's part of coaching, man. That's the job you wanted. That's the job you accepted. That's what comes with the territory. Heavy. This will be on coaches. How well do they prepare their players? Do they have them ready, zoned in, mentally, physically prepared for the task at hand? Period, man. We will see, but the Vikings will have to adapt. We've already seen struggles with the center position. The interior sucks, no disrespect, but it is what it is. And this has been a long time issue now, heavy. Yes, when the Vikings O-line is healthy and complete, they're a solid O-line, heavy. But they still had their struggles, let's not forget. Even when everybody was on the field, they still had their struggles, right? Oh yes, especially in the interior. Ingram, Cleveland were getting washed. Period, man. We saw the Washington game, them confused commanders. Vikings were good up front, healthy. They still applied pressure. So even with all the starters playing, the Vikings O-line problems are not fixed. But of course, it puts you in a much better situation. So it's time for adjustments, man. It's time for the Vikings to figure this shit out, man. Step by step, heavy. Prove themselves once again, a whole new season. Man, is it the same old Vikes just get blown out in big games? For real? Why even show up heavy? Why even lace your cleats up? Why even step on the field? Real deal, no Holyfield, man. But respect Holyfield, he is a boxing legend. Heavy. But why even go to the field, Vikings? That's the performance you're going to bring? That's the effort? Come on, man. One of you're done. It's playoff time. The stakes are high. The stakes are high, man. And they got the Bears coming up. Who knows who will they play their players, the starters, etc. I mean, technically they can still win the number 2, but do you see the Niners losing to the Cardinals and David Blau? Because they are mean. Bring it, skull. Facts. Cattleman, facts. But do you see the Niners losing to the Arizona Cardinals? Heavy. Up against David Blau? Really? Ex-backup QB for the Vikings? You never know, man. So who will play Sunday versus the Bears is still in the air. We'll see how that turns out. Yeah, that's the bottom line, man. Vikings got to get more physical, heavy. Brian O'Neill will be missed, heavy. We'll see how they will adapt, man. We will see how the Vikings adapt, no doubt. Yeah, man, a little late night live. Gonna have more of them coming, heavy. If you watch my most recent live, I talked about the situation. Not gonna go back into it, but those who know why it's alive right now, and more like this will come from time to time, heavy. No doubt. Yeah, keep moving, keep pushing, no matter what. In any situation, they need big skull head. Like that. Any more questions, comments? I'm about to get up out of here. Ooh. No sound funny, but Vikes kept Wyatt Davis from Buckeyes. So yeah. Hey, Muhammad, Wyatt Davis was horrible, big dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, big dog. Wyatt Davis, the Vikes shouldn't have kept him, man. It would have been the same situation, big dog. You know, did he get the full development he deserved? Maybe not, but he didn't look great. Keep on, brother. Skull, Cattleman, facts. You too, always, big dog. No doubt, always have. Let's get it, man. Yeah, man, I'll let y'all tomorrow. Probably see some videos, you know, during the day. Let's get to it, man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you felt about this video in the comments, man. Feedback is much appreciated. I'm on the grind here, big skull here, man, heavy. Skull Nation, bring the energy, bring the noise, dig me. Playoff time's almost here, man. Vikings, get more physical, man. Period, that's the biggest thing, get more physical, no doubt. TCU or dogs, oh yeah, man. I feel like Georgia Bulldogs, and it will be a blowout. You know, got to root for the SEC, man. Heavy, man. Let's go, SEC. But yeah, I feel like Georgia will blow them out, man. We'll see, though. Pretty shocked that TCU beat Michigan. Was shocked at that. But yeah, I think Georgia going to finish them off, man, pretty quickly and swiftly, heavy. Yeah, Georgia. Don't forget about that Roll Tide. See you next year, heavy. Yeah, big score here. Roll Tide full of pride, no doubt. Yeah, man, but once again, Vikings, get physical. Next year, Bama will be back, no doubt. You already know, big dog, heavy, Roll Tide. But yeah, Vikings, it's time to get physical, man. And you got to figure out your problem on the O-line. Brian O'Neill is a big loss. But how do you adapt? How do you regroup? Once again, like I said previously, it will be on the coach's majority. Can they get those guys ready to play? Can they improve their game? Just it is what it is. Adapt, man. Got to keep going, keep pushing. Whatever happens, happens. But man, bring your A game, Vikes. Heavy, man. The time is now. Why not? Really? At least take advantage of the opportunity. Give yourself your best shot to win. Man, come on, right? Oh me. I ain't got no picture, hit me. Score like that.